We are honored to be joined by Dr. 𝐼𝗫𝐿 Swee for helping us to know about how to craft a good research paper. Before we dive into the webinar, I would like to give a brief introduction of Bazm-e-BME. As we all know, biomedical engineering is our beloved field, for which we are trying to gather all the professionals and students from Pakistan under one umbrella. The word buzz means a pleasant gathering, which is a word of Urdu, and Bazm-e-BME is a pleasant gathering of 1250 plus members around the globe from Pakistan, and we are very happy to gather such members who are enthusiastic, industrious, and working together for the prosperity of biomedical engineering. So next, let me give a brief introduction of our respected speaker, Professor Dr. Kok Swee. He is a distinguished researcher and academic in medical imaging and biomedical signal processing. He is the chairman of International Journal of Robotics and Automation, and he will provide us with valuable insights and knowledge about writing a good research paper and what are the basics for that. So, over to Professor Dr. Kok Swee. Now, let us not tell him to wait. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you actually for the organizer actually to allow me to give actually the talk about the how to write the journal research paper. Okay, I myself, my surname is Sim, S-I-M. Used to people actually they call me Kim, Professor Kim. When I went to Korea, people like to call me actually Professor Kim. In fact, actually my surname is Sim. It's quite different between S and K. My family name is Sim. My name is Kok Swee. Okay, just a quick actually a little bit of information about myself. I have been I graduated actually from National University of Singapore. In in Singapore, I was actually doing actually my research in the research and master in the PhD. Then further, actually, I went to USA to also doing actually my postdocs and research and so on. Okay, just for your information is that I have been working actually to multi-university for more than 22 years. So if you can contact me, kssim@mmu.edu is my official email address. You also can email to me in personal actually in my Gmail. So please welcome actually to to listen actually to my talk. Today actually I'll probably actually to divide it into the two sections: how to write a journal research paper. Well, can anyone see my screen? Is it okay? Everyone, okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, thank you. So today, we'd like actually to share with you how to write a journal article. So to write actually an article itself is depend actually on the individual what you want. And perhaps actually you also like to know that what are the good journal you can send to and how to publish your paper. Then my question is that why to publish a journal paper? I'm sure actually most of you guys say that we publish paper because we want to graduate. For master student, normally some student university, they request achieve at least one journal paper. And perhaps actually the journal paper at least will be so-called actually this got some of the tiering. For example, Q3, Q4, some journal, or and so on. Perhaps actually before actually we submit actually to journal itself, what we have to think about what sort of journal we want to do. We don't want actually to simply actually to waste our material to send actually some of the journal which is not really recognized. The word actually recognized, whether actually the university will accept it, your journal and so on. So later actually I will share with you some of the interesting things that you can check actually for your journal. And some university also talk that actually for PhD, at least actually they got 2 journals or 3 journals and so on. But there are some university that don't request any paper publication at all. For example, some university like UK, maybe some university, they don't really need a paper publication. But anyway, why publish a journal article? I myself think that the probably when the search the journal paper itself, there are some of the key reasons people itself want to publish paper. Because public paper itself, whether you're a researcher, whether academic, whether a professional in any of the very powerful field, whether it's telecommunication, automation, robotics, and so on. I myself think that you probably like to share what is your finding, to share your methodology. Instead, a lot of people to share the knowledge in a GitHub. So share the coding, perhaps share the full paper programming, even the database. So a lot of people to reuse it, the program, reuse the data and testify it and do further research and further expand what they have. So in fact, the good thing is that we want to achieve the global community. And again, the knowledge contribution itself is allow us to share our scientific technologies knowledge itself. And the other thing that I myself think that actually, in order to have public paper itself, you want to have recognitions. You want people to recognize you. You recognize the people, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. Why this guy is so good? Why is this guy so fantastic? Because we want actually to establish how actually your expertise in the areas. In fact, you want to increase your visibility and let people know that among your peer, among your university, even actually of the funding organization body itself, let them know that, oh, these guys, he's doing actually the fantastic job itself. People go register for Google Scholar, some of Scopus, and some actually they get actually the Orchard ID itself, and let people know that actually who are there. So that is the more important thing. We want to gain the academic professional recognition. And in half, you also help actually to build your career. I want to advance a career and want to promote actually in terms of my capabilities. So these are the two main things itself: knowledge contribution, academic professional, and the recognition. Perhaps I would say that you also try to give people think about what is the impact to the society, what is the impact to the industry, especially people in the semiconductor, especially people in the web affair, and people is in your IT technology itself, or even in the field for IoT itself. So they like to see that the guy or the person itself provide a real solution to solve real world problem. In fact, they also try to inform the industry. Perhaps they come out actually in a new system, a new solution, a new actually the prototype, allow people to follow. You have a follower, people actually to follow you. And again, actually, I do believe that you are, not only you, maybe your supervisor itself apply for research grant. The research grant itself, maybe like in Malaysia itself, we have a research grant from government grant, research grant itself. So they also to provide the grant itself. In return, they say that, can you contribute something? Can you publish the paper? Can you bring a good name for the institute? Bring a good name achieved for the government itself. So we try to demonstrate in so-called impact and the productivity. Maybe some people will be joking with each other. There are people, they are a producer. He produce many papers. Guess what? Some people can produce at least 20 papers or 30 papers, 50 papers per year. They have a pool of people to work with him, a pool of researcher. Okay, I just tell about it. I myself have a pool of researcher. I got postdoctor student to work with me. Maybe later on, if you keen want to do postdoc, you let me know. Probably I have some funding for postdoc, and I have a pool for PhD student, master student. And on top of that one, I also have the final year student. They work with me. So we can produce, not say produce, we can develop new finding, new research to solve actually the real world problem. Then on top, then we also have to answer actually the funding, because people give it actually research fund, because we fund actually the student for the study, for scholarship, stipends, and so on. So then actually we have to, in return, we say that, oh, this is my output. My output is in terms of journal paper. My intern is in terms of conference paper. on top of the one, I would say that a lot of people neglect something. Guess what? What are they? Patent. People forget to patent it. People forgot to copyright it, because patent is more important in a way that because you can commercialize your idea. I tell you what, I myself have been working in research for more than 30 years. So I have far at least 22 to 25 patents, and 6 have been granted. And some actually we start actually to commercialize and do research. So that will be the later part. Later, if a time actually I share with you. So these are the key things that actually people want to think about. What is your contribution? Tell people that, yeah, I contribute a lot of things. I contribute in terms of area IoT, deep learning, machine learning, and so on. And also, I also want to gain recognition. I want people to recognize me. I want to recognize so-and-so, A and B, how good they are. Then from there itself, you also build a career. And in terms of your path of your career, you want to do actually some promotions, promotion, and so on. And third thing, I would say actually, it gives actually the impact to society. And number 4, the fundings and the grants. Number 5, I would just think that sometimes you need to have a potential collaborator. For example, I do have a lot of collaborators from international, from people actually from Pakistan, from people from Japan, USA, China, Korea, and also countries. I have a collaborator. They work with me, they work closely with me, and people actually from Australia, some at good university, they work with me. And I myself say graduate from National University of Singapore. So go back to actually to my school, say actually we ask for collaboration. People get to know me, but in what sense actually people get to work with you? People be able to look at your publication. Wow, this guy is good. This guy have a high impact, high H index. No, some people have all these things actually coming in itself. So you help yourself to come up a future research. You enable actually the network through more citation, through conference, joins actually the project. I have actually the joint project with people actually from Japan, for example, Chiba University, Osaka, and I work with him closely. Then actually we do research in the area of, for example, rehabilitation, signal processing, inner processing. And I have also visited actually the various companies as the country like Hong Kong. I'm the visiting professors in Hong Kong, for example, various few university, City University, and Chinese Hong Kong universities, and so on. So this actually allow you to build establish. Then how to do it? You write paper. You tell people who are you, and this is a piece of work that actually to dedicate actually you to shape that actually you yourself, not only you yourself, and also your team, your group, because sometimes research is not only working alone. There's one time actually I talk to myself. Why? Sometimes I feel actually working research, I feel very lonely because nobody work with me in the beginning stage itself. But later I realized that I have a peer, I have a friends, I have my supervisor, I have actually my colleague, and perhaps actually of my sibling, my friends itself, all work together. You have to build the network. Networking is important. You build yourself. You need this type of strong network itself. For example, I need people actually to help me to talk to you. For example, I talk to Zoobiya. She helped me to organize the talk. I come actually to talk to you guys. And hopefully actually I can share my know-how, my knowledge, what I have actually with you guys. And number 6, I always believe that you also have to do something actually, do some innovation and some intellectual property before you file for patent. But maybe you have to be careful that when people will file for patent itself, most of people, they discourage you to publish paper because you have to protect your IP, your intellectual property. You file, you protect first before you publish it. So I maybe have to change the word before become after, because you have to have like protect yourself first. You file a lot of patent. Then after that, since after you file a patent itself, you make a patent, actually, you can further develop and further think, doing your research in terms of commercializing and so on. Then you document actually all your research. So these are 6 key things that I think actually is worth value for everyone. Knowledge contributions, recognitions, impact to society, the funding and grant, collaborations opportunity, and also the IP and the innovation. Okay, so this is how we address actually why we want to publish a good paper, a good journal paper. Okay, number 7 is we also think that, wow, we also think that that is important to build my reputation in terms of personal and in terms of institute. For example, I graduate from one of well-established universities in Pakistan. I want to build actually my personal reputation. I want to bring good name to a university. So you enhance the research profile in the individual research and the institute. And very important, you try to increase the university ranking. For example, I graduated from National University of Singapore. So the ranking was to say that actually the world top, say 10, 20 university, there will be National University of Singapore. So because actually they have a good research and good research team itself and good reputation itself, I always go back actually to visit my mother university. So I go back and do research and talk to my supervisor, although they are getting old, but they carry very good impact. People get to know him because they have good connection, good network. You see, sometimes you must have a good supervisor. The supervisor not only the rubber stamp to you, the supervisor always have to give you the connection, give you the impact, give you advice, and I always have to talk to my friend, say that I have a very good two supervisor. The first supervisor is my rubber stamp because he approved all the things I want, and he give me money, give me funding. Whatever thing actually I want to buy, is someone actually find resources actually to help me. And the second thing itself, you also build actually the connection itself, bring me to the particular places. Let's say, for example, I want to collect some equipment that are not ever actually to find in Singapore, Malaysia. And the equipment probably have to find in Japan, Osaka. So with the connection to supervisor, he bring me there. He talk to the person, say, hey, hi, I just have a good guy. He's good. He can bring you there and just do it. So someone actually good supervisor is important, and good research and so on. And perhaps actually, I would like actually to advise that you also have a second supervisor. The second supervisor is basically in terms of academic. He's strong in research. He help you all these things. He build actually the know-hows and so on. Again, this is out of my experience. So with these 7 keywords itself, I believe hopefully everyone actually can think about this: contributions, professional recognitions, impacts on society, funding grant, collaboration opportunity, IP, innovation. Perhaps very important is a personal institute and reputation. Okay, so we have answered that actually the keyword why we publish a journal paper, which very clearly, and we're very sure that actually what we want. That's why actually we publish the paper. Not because actually I want to graduate, I publish the paper. Not only that, we on top actually we build in our profile, build actually reputation, build actually our opportunity. You need to have an opportunity. And if I actually allow good paper, then people get to know you. Okay. So I hope actually until here everyone's clear. Okay. So let me just think about something. When author publish paper, there's 2 things they talk about. The interest. What is your interest? What is your expectation? Okay. So, when the publish paper itself, we also talk about quality of the journal paper. The publish paper is IEEE access. The publish paper be PAMIL. I mean, IEEE paper in pattern recognitions and so on. Then or publish paper in the expert systems, dosage and the last cell. So this is quality. paper itself. Then in terms of speed, you also don't want actually the public paper take longer time. Guess what? I ever actually published one paper. It took me 18 months to get this paper accepted and finally published in the journal. You see, sometimes it's a bit waste, waiting for 18 months in order to publish paper. We don't want to see, we don't want this happen to us. So then you have to closely study what type of journal paper you can go for, which journal paper you can think about to go for. So first, there's a few criteria you have to think about it. When you look for paper itself, review standard. How good is the standard? Review speed itself and journal reputation. So this is how actually we think about it. When you publish paper, you look at this guy. So you don't want actually the journal paper take longer time, and some actually when send email, they don't even bother to reply you, and some you also unable actually to to remove the paper, because when you publish paper, the paper was just stuck there. It can't even remove. We can't withdraw the paper. You get the permission. Remember, don't ever publish the same paper to a different type of journal. That is unethical. Don't do it. I believe it. Hope everyone know that. So when you publish paper, you have to see and think it clearly which journal paper to go to, which journal paper which is help you to carry more impact in terms of reputation, in terms of speed, and so on. Okay, so let me just show you a quick one. So can you guys see this paper? Everyone can see this one, information fusion. Hello, everyone can see this one? Clear?
Yes, sir, it is there.
Yes, this is information fusion. Is one of the top 1% journal. You know why? Because top 1%. Yeah. You see, when you type actually the Scopus, the source URI, you will see the amount of this journal paper. This journal paper I only restrict it to IEEE. So you can see IEEE for this type of journal, they carry actually more impact itself. So you can see actually what is a high percentage, what is the citations and so on. If you look at this guy itself, let me just share you. LaSalle, whoa, that is a medical doctor always publish the paper there. I believe actually you guys in doing actually biomedical do this guy. You see the citation score is 148.1. You see amount of document itself, you can have the citation score. And citation rate is 86.3, which is the world rank #1. I think this is the world rank #1 top 1% paper. Of course, not easy to go there, believe me. So you probably have to partner with a group people, in the medical doctors and so on. Maybe I will see whether I can pump. Okay, so these are the journal paper itself. Normally, they publish a group people in the researchers and so on. So later on, we discuss about this. But what actually I intend actually to tell you this guy is information fusion is top 1% paper. The citation score is 32.2, which is very good. Impact is 14.8. And good thing is that this journal paper, you know what? It takes only 4 days to make a first decision. Yes or no? Am I the paper qualified? Am I a paper good at what? Can you guys see this on the number of what? 4 days? And the review process, it tells you that, oh, my review process 43 days. And the submission to accept is 108 days. It probably around 3 months plus. And accept the publication 5 days. So you calculate amount on this one, total probably you give about 4 months, we'll be able to get your paper accepted. And the CEG was the editor and come out this and so on. So this are things you probably have to take a look and clearly all these things. Perhaps actually you look at this guy information science itself. I personally would love actually to publish this type of paper over there. But don't forget, some journal you need to pay. You need to pay. Okay, I just, for example, IEEE assess. This paper is I believe you need to pay about the IJORAS. If I'm not mistaken, can you guys see actually this guy on the right hand side sir? The average accepted rate is 27%, mean to say probably 100 people, probably about 25 people get accepted, which is not bad. The chances actually to get accepted actually is quite good. And impact factor for this guy about 3.4%. And the peer review binary is good. And one thing is always get hold us to public paper to IJORAS access. You know why? Because you need to pay. You not only to pay, ringgit, $1 or $5. You are paid in terms of 2,076.75 ringgit, $75, which is, wow, not many people can afford to pay. So when you choose a paper, you probably have to think twice whether this journal you need to pay or not, whether this and so on. Some of the journal no need to pay. Okay, I just call example. Recently, actually, I have one paper accepted, IEEE Census Journal. This journal no need to pay. The impact factor is about 4.3, while the citation score 7 to 7, not bad really. Yes, here he said that you need to pay, but there's an option whether you can choose pay or not to pay. So, well, so that's why sometimes you have to study clearly which journal you want to be able to go to. Then you probably can ask the supervisor, your peer itself. Let's say for my PhD student, master student, they will ask me whether this journal can go or not. Then I'll look at it. Then I say, yeah, okay, you can pay. We're going to pay. Then we go for IEEE. So we're not going to pay for it. You go for this type of journal, IEEE Census Journal. But some journal, there's some control. If you have page more than 10 pages, if I'm not mistaken, it's more than 7 pages, you need to pay additional pages. Each page may be $100 or and so on. So in fact, actually, it's quite expensive. Just give me a second. Can you guys hear me clearly? Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it's okay.
Okay, so good. So this is our experience and your public paper is okay. So this is how when the public paper is you have to think twice where to submit and so on. So let me just go back to this page itself. So it said it's a review standard. What is the review standard? So normally they have a peer review. We say about 4 days. I will tell yes or no, whether I will proceed with paper or not the paper. How the speed? Well, some journal is very fast. You see, it took about 2 months to 3 months to accept the paper. He already told you that I'm not going to hold your paper. I'm going to get hold of the paper. I will release the paper, yes or no. Whether good or not good, I will publish the paper. And the journal carry more impact, the reputation. Just now I said that LaSalle journal is a world top 1% journal. And the journal paper like ACM Computing Science, they sell all the journal papers. So you have to be careful and take note about this one. Is it okay? So okay. The editor board. Well, you see actually how good the editor board itself and the publication services. So all these things you can, whether you need to pay or not to pay, and something actually you need to have any type of thing. So you probably have to understand clearly. Of course, if you publish paper in IEEE access, definitely you have to pay. You have no choice. You have to pay for it. You need to pay about $2,000 per paper. Every year we publish quite a number of paper. I mean, 5 to 10 paper actually in IJORAS. So then we find the money to pay for it. Publish more, of course. You want to publish more paper, more citations, and so on. And you get wider disseminations. So these are author interests and expectations. You have to tell people what's expectation. Then reader. Then when you are the reader, you want to read paper, you want to read good quality paper. You want to mimic the paper, you want to copy the paper. I tell you actually one of my experience. I want to submit one paper to IEEE Census Journal. You have to read the mind, read actually the perceptions of the author, of the editor. Some author prefer this way, prefer this type of style. You have to follow him. Then your paper will get easily accepted. So you have to read the particular paper. Let's say, for example, you want to publish paper, IEEE Census Journal itself, you read the style. Then the paper will get easily accepted. That is my experience. I want to publish paper, IEEE Access. I choose actually the paper which is close to me. I download it and read it and understand it. Then we follow some style. Then we know that actually the chances the paper get accepted is 50-50. At least you do the homework. You need to do homework. You don't simply publish paper to elsewhere because else actually your paper may get it as rejected, and you will make yourself upset because some people you can publish publish the journal paper before accept, they may get rejected for many times. So of course actually you keep it out, you don't keep out, then you carry on. But sometimes it's quite painful. Then reader itself always asks for rapid up-to-date information. Me myself says you want to go for up-to-date information. Okay, let's quote example. So this is the one I always read. This is quite a good up-to-date information. You see, because you publish paper in 225 February 17, which is free. So I can get actually the paper, the coding itself, I can download easy. So this paper, let's say, for example, you want to have, well, motion tracking. Yeah. It tells you what are the paper that we have. Of course, this paper may not be so latest, but it gives some information. You get the paper, read it, then you get the paper, abstract, and so on. And perhaps actually you get all the coding and the data set actually you have to. So this is in a way actually to help you actually to to do your research. Okay. So reader interest, spread up to the information, convenient format. Of course, I can download it, can read it, and data about mediums and so on, and easy to access it. Of course, if you subscribe IEEE in your school, they can download any type of paper itself. But some of journal paper you can't, so probably you have to pay for it. Then if you prefer everything's free, yeah, then you don't need to pay anything, you can download from there. Okay, so this is the author interest and the reader interest itself. So the types of journal article itself, the original article itself, just give me a second. Hey, sorry. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, just now. Okay, just now we talk about your article interest and the reader interest and so on. Then we come back to say what type of journal article you're going to publish. Original research, review research, book review. Perhaps you want to get clinical trial, clinical case study, and article opinion. Well, it's not that easy to publish any type of level paper. I do think that original research is probably our first choice to do it, but I'm just thinking, say that you probably have to encourage yourself to write review paper, because review paper is more important, especially those who study master or PhD. So you definitely have to read a lot of paper. When you read a lot of paper, then you can write all a review all the articles itself. Then then you write and review article. But don't forget, the review article is not easy, or even actually the survey article itself, because at that moment you stand in the position to say that you are the expert. Okay, that's a bumper. My student study doing research in malware, the virus attacks and so on. Even actually they do some research in the adversary attack, or some people student doing a signal to noise ratio measurement and some this and that. So then you not only just read one paper, you read many paper. You have, to categorize your paper. You don't read 50 paper. You know what? Originally, actually, I write one survey paper. I put in the reference cells 250 references. So with this huge amounts of references itself, so then you have to identify. You have to categorize it. The journal is belong to which category. Then from there, you strategize it. You plan it how to do it. So review paper is a good way actually to do it, because to stand that you are expert in this area. Of course, actually, you need to write your chapter 2 in the literature review. So probably actually to get the same that these chances actually to write the review article. Book review, yeah, okay. At this moment, maybe you guys may not be there as level. You can try that later by looking into some example. Clinical trial research, clinical case, and the article opinion. So let me just address this one by one. Well, you can get some of the references from all the following link. Perhaps you can get some information there. So type of journal article. So a journal article itself is basically study about original research. So you do hypothesis, you do background study, you have your methodology, and you have the result that you have finding. Then of course the result is you do some interpreting your finding, and you try to discuss what is a possible implication. And this paper itself to be about 3,000 to 6,000 words itself. And some journal people like IJORAS itself, me and my student used to write at least double column itself, probably around 20 pages to 25 pages. Some might even more. Just before I come for the class last night, actually I discussed with my team, my PhD student. We have one paper, we write even about 35 pages double column. So if a single column, probably about 70 pages. So, to write a good journal article, original research, because you want to find actually your good finding, your your research, probably implications, and so on. So this is what we always write in the original research. For example, this type of paper, Journal Biomedical Informatics itself, is doing deep learning study about the Alzheimer's disease classification, blah, 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 all these things, which is quite a good journal paper. Yeah, it's good, carry more impact. This is called the original research. Perhaps we go for a review article. So we do some critical construction analysis based on your existing article that you have. Of course, then you have to read more. Not only 50 paper, perhaps you read more. Many paper. You read actually the latest paper before, now, and after. Probably actually some good paper. Then after that, what are you going to do? You don't just read the paper like that one. You have to do summary, we do analysis, you have to do comparison, we do a study about the research gap. So what's the problem and recognition for the future. So there's a lot of things to write. It's not easy, a review article. So later probably I share with you one of the review paper that I have actually with my student. So this is an example of the review article. So this talk about deep learning in protein structures prediction. I know that you guys are biotech student. Probably this is the area you can go for it for the review study. Book review. It probably is this type of paper is probably give you some insights, opinion when the recent publication scholar book. This is probably a short article and perhaps less time consuming. Some book reviews, which is quite good. So if you can find, you can read something about things about economies and ecologies, economies and so on. So sources actually to identify a topic itself. Well, you know that we human beings, we are not stand alone, because we probably have a lot of people around with us, your peer, I mean, your supervisor, your advisor, your student, your collaborator itself. Then after that, you also make use of your resources, paper. You read a lot of paper, research paper, study some ideas and so on. And somehow actually you attend courses, they send talk. And some people can give you some information, some people can inspire you, and somebody can give you more information and guide you from there. And some research funding, you are given research funding. So perhaps you public paper probably to be in line with your topic. So for example, recently I have one funding some area paper in the area of watermarking. So I have to do some research in deep learning, machine learning in the watermarking, embedded the data over there, and how to build our own the watermarking scheme, and how to to detect hidden markings and so on. So all these things coming in. So perhaps a time I can discuss with you this area. So what is the characteristics of topic itself? So probably you have to think about it. Say, my interest is trying to enhance my previous work. Of course, you must have a previous work. What you have done in your FYP, final year project, what you have done in your master before you pursue for your PhD. Your FYP before pursue for your master. You have a basic groundwork itself. You really know what is going on. Then you do research itself. And what is the current trend? What is the current practice people want to do? And what is the weaknesses in the current the research? Okay. Then you try to focus it, not too narrow, not too broad. Too broad itself is never ending. Cannot too narrow. Too narrow, sometimes you cannot expand the research itself. So this is the characteristic of your research. Tips actually for complete your journal paper itself. Normally you set a timeline. You come actually a chart itself when you're going to start it. Week 1, I want to do this. Week 2, I want to do what? 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So it's actually an outline. So then break down what is the writing process, what we plan to do. So self-discipline. So, tell people what you're going to do. Set your schedule. Start from whatever part you feel easier. Of course, those part that you think easier, then you start first. Those part that is difficult, then you probably have to ask from your supervisor, your peer, your friend, someone to guide you from there, or you read the article to get more information. Use the word processor to write itself. Well, somebody using LaTeX itself, people write itself. Nowadays, most of the journals, they're using LaTeX itself. You can use word processor. For example, I want to submit paper information fusion, so information science itself. So they're using LaTeX. So, well, I mean, you have to push yourself to learn actually the LaTeX itself, which is not that bad, which is quite good. They produce actually the good paper and good qualities of your output. Key element, how to write a journal article. Wow, start language and the paper component. Do believe that when you targeted to particular journal itself, for example, article census journal itself, you want to know the style. What is the style of paper that can get this paper is accepted? What is the language they use? What is the style to do it? What is the format look like? And what is the paper component? So, for example, they probably have some people, they have the introduction, abstract, introduction, problem, formation, discussion, and result finding, conclusion, references. On top of the one, they also want to find what are the related work, what are the future contribution. Some journal people, they want to add in all this stuff, this information. Some perhaps actually they want you to say, hey, can you put in your pseudocode? Can you put in the, some coding to benefit people? Can you share your database? Can you share actually your coding in a GitHub and so on? So, it depends actually how to start journal people, they go for. Then the start language. Refer to the journal article, the note and start. Get assist from the colleague, to read the paper. Requires actually someone actually, because our language is not English is not our mother language itself. So someone actually we need those actually native languages English actually to proofreading for our English for our paper. Perhaps actually you look at the paper style, paper format, blah blah blah, and so on. Then you can follow the style. Then you will get the thing done. Paper component. So people talk about what is the title. Summary title is very important because it reflects what is the true finding. The author is a group of people that who really do research together with you. You put the name there lah. Summary, what is the problem? What is the matter? What's the result or conclusion? Maybe you can compare result with what is the existing result to see, oh yeah, my result, my method is better than method A, B, C. In terms of what? Accuracy, my accuracy is 99%. My error contribution is 0, for example. No, this sort of thing. You probably have some figures and information to help with it. Keyword is important because why? You need people to read your paper, read people to cite your paper. Okay, you have to come actually the keyword which is more common, more easier. For example, you put the keyword image processing, keyword deep learning. Some of the word actually is when people type a deep learning, so first the search is your paper. So some people can read the paper fast, they access your paper fast, and people can read the paper, people can cite your paper. The keyword is important. Keyword is the first part actually that allow people to get to know your paper. Introduction, explain background, explain research problem, blah blah blah, and so on. Then method itself, describe the method clearly. Perhaps actually you have the block diagram, make it colorful, tell people, explain, TikTok, and that is more important. Then result, you show the result, what is your finding, what is your discovery, and so on. And your discussion itself, you try to imply what? what's the implication for your finding. And very important, acknowledge. You try to thank so and so who giving you the funding, who give you your equipment to do all these things. So you have to acknowledge references itself. So you recognize what is a past publication paper itself. But actually, very important, you put actually appendix itself. You put it as a supplement data, maybe in terms of the coding or some actually in terms of the survey format and so on. But some actually is useful. So this is the paper component. So again, the title. So advertise your title to, the title must be very specific and concise, clear. Avoid our abbreviations, jargon words. So this is important. Author. Those who have not contribute to this paper, put their name there lah. Those who not contribute, well, normally we don't put lah. Okay, your supervisor is the one actually to guide for research. They probably will be always to be the co-author, and the student always be the first author. That is my policy. My student always be the first author. I'll always be the last author. And sometimes I will be the correspondent because some journal need to pay money. So I'm a correspondent. So I go to pay for your the paper publication fee, which is not cheap. Sometimes it's quite expensive. We need to find a way to get the money. Accountable for all aspects of the work. So those people which will contribute to the work, you put it there. Abstract. So it depends. Somebody put on. It depends actually the journal look at. Some journal actually request 250 to 300 words. So then you just follow it. Your impressions is important. Summary your paper. So your finding, your output, your very clear that tell people that what is the real finding. Introduction. Describe background, problem, motivation. Present your research question. Somebody good actually to do some hypothesis. Stated the contributions of this paper. Highlight the relevant previous research, which is included in your research study. Okay, so literature review is not a comprehensive review, so only a few major papers. You see, I just quote example. If you read 200 papers, I'm going to cite 200 papers in your paper. Sometimes it's quite impossible. So you probably the 200 papers itself, you divide it into maybe a few categories. So A, B, C, D. Then you choose those who represent the category A, represent category B, category C, and D cell. So you help to present reflect the paper. You're not going to write all the paper, inside in references inside the paper. Not necessary. So you just choose those key and important paper, major paper to do it. Try to using the main sources. Use past tense. Wow, I mean, this paper published in 2001. Of course, you put it past tense. But some journal, they also advise that please do the latest, the past 5 years paper. Mean to say that you publish the paper after year 2022, for example. So the latest, the past 3 years paper from 2022 until 2025, then get cited all this paper. So you have to read what is the requirement on the journal requirement itself. So again, using past tense, I think it's quite clear. Method itself. Provide detail for the reader to understand. Replicate your research. Yes, because you have to make it clear. Then people can replicate. Then people can exercise again and carry out the research again, because that is good for them. This is what is the initial plan. You share the knowledge, know-how, allow people to exercise again and do the research again. Explain how you study the problem, description, and the procedure. Allow reader to elaborate what you have done. Okay, your result. Your result itself, normally you put table, figure. Remember to mention actually all the figure table in the text itself. Share your result contribution to the body of scientific knowledge. Text. Show main point from tables and figure. You may combine those what you're finding in your discussions. Discussion. Start with the summary of your main finding. Answer the question that the beginning say you put a hypothesis there. Indicate your strengths and weakness. Well, somehow you have to, but always put it in the future word itself. Related to finding other research similar to different reason and implication. Conclusion. Describe what you're finding in the text. What are already known about this subject. Indicate how the result related to your expectation and to the literature previous site. Explain how the research have moved the body of the scientific knowledge in a step forward. Suggest for future work. So some of the references, or you can using some of the software to help you. Okay. Until here, is it okay, everyone? I believe actually I take up more than about 1 hour already. Can I carry on again? Any objections?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I carry on?
No, sir, not any objection. You are audible to us.
Okay. Can I think I got another 10 minutes. I can complete. Then I can discuss with the audience. Is it okay?
Sure, sir.
Can Okay. So just a quick one. How to publish a journal paper? Sometimes you have to avoid ethical issue. Journal selection, peer process itself. So okay, more important thing. You don't publish your same paper into 2 different journals without telling the editor. That's the more important thing. Submit the same paper to different journal without telling the editor. Wow, it's not good. Not informing collaborator, your friend, your peer, the people who you want, then you file a patent, your paper. So you have to be more ethical self. And sometimes include your colleague, your friend in terms that you favor. Well, sometimes we don't do this way. Okay, discuss this your colleague data that you are review of a journal. Okay, that is very unethical because I will ask you to review many journal paper. So sometimes you have to be careful about this stuff happen. Trimming actually outline from data without discussion, the regional paper, using appropriate statistical technique, to enhance the significant research. Well, some people do this sort of thing and so. Well, yeah, some you can bypass the result and so on. Conduct the review discussion and fail the knowledge contributor. That is not good. Stress the result. Then convince the reviewer, the project to make a significant review. Okay, I think this one probably I can skip this one. Yeah, maybe I don't do this. Very important thing is that you submit a good journal paper, you have to submit it to those journal with the right theory. Okay. Maybe can we maybe I open it for questions. Maybe I stop it here. You guys have any question? Or you want me to continue to recommend about my journal? Is it okay? Lady and gentlemen, is it okay? Zoobiya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I have done actually my part. So I'm just thinking, can I share a little bit about my journal?
Science is okay.
Okay, good.
We have
Good.
the time.
Yeah, I've done actually the thing. Maybe before I start, give me just 2 minutes. I just go washroom. Maybe you guys can explore a little bit what is the International Journal on Robotic Automation Science.
Kindly let me know, sir. Am I audible to you?
Saim sir has gone for a short break. He said he'll be
ठीक.
back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm back. Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. International Journal on Robotic Automation and Science. I'm the chairman and the chief editor for this journal. This journal is an open access journal. So we no need to pay any single cent. You can just come to submit this paper. This paper, of course, here go for peer review. And we immediately try to, to further assess, to improve it more citation, and we try to go for scopus. So this journal paper is very young, around about 3 to 4 years. So we do have quite a number of journal paper publication. So about this editor is this journal itself. Well, beginning, why I want to have this journal that was starting actually in 2016 and 2017. I organized 2 conferences, International Conference on Robotic Automation and Science. So I opened this and I have it actually in Malacca and doing good. And I work with IEEE, the society. So actually this paper, all this journal actually was cited actually in the actually, sorry, all these paper was cited actually in the conference in the IEEE proceeding. So in order actually to to further for this one itself, I stopped actually to do anything for IJORAS. I changed the word in C, I changed to J. It's called IJORAS. C stands for conference, J stands for journal. So I changed it to become International Journal on Robotic Automations and Science. So the main objective is basically try to publish the very well, I mean, a high-level publication platform for scientists and the technology working in the area of robotic automations and science. We do actually accept people in a very discipline. And we have a very good people group in my team for the paper publication and so on. So this paper itself basically is readable because we follow the IEEE format to allow the author to submit the paper to IJORAS. We very simple. We want to publish good quality journal paper in a new development and new novel technology innovations on the research. So IJORAS is a peer review English language journal. We have right now, we change it to 3 issues per year. So let me just show you the website. So this is the journal. So let me talk about my team, my editor board. Now we can see clearly that I'm the chief editor. And this is my associate editor, and that is my associate editor from my team. And I do have quite a big sharp people working with me, which is like Professor Lin Chi-Peng. He's quite good. He got very good citations. I believe his citations is more than about 25,000 citations. And this guy's Professor J is actually about 22,000 citations. And these are the people actually from the USA, Japan. And I would like to introduce this gentleman, Professor Watada. Guess what? His age is nearly 88 years old. He's one of the famous professors in Japan. He did actually very good research. If you want to do research in the computation intelligence, you let me know. We can work together. I can put it in actually to work with you. And Professor Zhao is very good. He recently just come back from UK to Australia. So these are a good team. And these people from Hong Kong, my good friend, and these people from China. And we have people achieved from Cass Western Reservoir University, Dr. Satish. And with people achieved from Hong Kong. And recently, we have a few people joining us, people from Germany and Finland. And I'm sure you guys get to know Professor Mansoor. He's from Pakistan, the Riphah International University. One of my good friends also. So if you want to do research, anything, do let me know. We can work together. Okay, so this is my editor teams and so on. We have editor board from various countries. So about 13 countries in my editor board itself. So we are young, paper journal, but do believe me, one day we will be different. We're different. We can climb up very fast. In fact, actually, we are quite we're working very hard and so on. So do welcome actually submit paper to IJORAS. If you have anything, you can ask for my help. And all the issues are published here itself. So just for information, some of you guys already submit paper to me also. For example, I have some of your colleagues from Pakistan, your university submit paper to IJORAS. So these are the paper actually submit here. we do have quite a good thing itself, indexing Google Scholars. So the Google Scholar now, not bad. We are now in year 2024. We already have 133 citation for within 1 year. So I'm sure actually this year we climb very fast to shit up to maybe 200, 300 and so on. So you are welcome actually to to submit the paper to this IJORAS. Okay, then beside this, you can do an online submission. Just submit it, log in, register. You can submit the paper. And when you submit the paper, don't forget to follow the template. So the template for this guy, oops. Yeah, so these are the templates. So you can read these and change it some. Okay, so I think that's about the one. Okay, let's talk about the journal papers. So we have all these things. So these are the topic actually you can go for, not limited to this one. So long actually they are engineering, electrical, computer, robotic, automation, and science, you can submit to IJORAS. We welcome. So these are the written article that we have. Okay. Okay, I think that's all from my side. You guys have any question?
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and insights. Audience, you can ask your questions one by raising your hands.
Before you ask any question, probably I have to share with you some of the things that actually regionally we have. That is about myself. I'm Professor Dr. Singh. I have so far I have filed about 21 patents, 6 granted, 85 copyright. My site Google, this is my Google citations, and my area information technology, computer science, and so on and so. But I graduated in the area of semiconductor. So this area, there's a research work. Actually, I did it and I patent all my design. This area people are doing actually for the virtual reality and so on. In my team of student, EEG signal. And one thing is that this my team, my student. Recently I was elected as the Fellow of Academic Science Malaysia. On top of the top research scientist. I'm a top research scientist in Malaysia. So, but recently I was also elected as a Fellow Academic Science Malaysia. So I'm the fellow there, fellow IEM, ITs, and so on. Okay. Yeah, that's about the one. You can email me. You can check with me. We can work together. So these are the university I work with. 𝗔𝘂𝐚𝐿, Sriman, Hong Kong University, City of Hong Kong University, and so on. And I, of course, actually work in National University of Singapore. These are the group of people actually from Japan. They come to visit my universities and work with me. I'm a visiting professor for Chinese University Hong Kong, City University Hong Kong, Hong Kong Polytechnic, Nanhua University, Taiwan, Industrial Institute, Chiba University, San Diego, University of California, University of Burgundy, the one achieved from Belgium, Arizona State, Prof University from Germany. So these are the reason research actually yeah. Don't worry. Shai, you have any question to ask?
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you. And I want to ask that many students from Pakistan are interested to pursue master's in Malaysian universities after their graduation.
Yep.
Could you please tell us, does conference paper can help students in securing scholarship, or they should focus on journals instead?
Can you repeat again? They should focus or what?
They should focus on qualitative journal paper instead.
Yes, good question. Well, if you want to pursue study in Malaysia, like let's say, for example, Multimedia University, first, you have to choose the right supervisor. You have to have a good supervisor to work with you. For example, I'm not joking. A lady, you marry a guy. Of course, you must marry a good husband. No, just joking about this. So, you study actually for the university, you want a guy, look for actually a good supervisor. I myself was so lucky I have a good supervisor. The first one is basically is my main supervisor, is my rubber stamp, because he give me the funding, he give me the money for my research study. That is more important thing. Even go for study, he probably like to go for supervisor that got money. But on top of that one, money also is secondary. More important thing is want to have a good supervisor. Supervisor get the knowledge, know-how. The supervisor can guide the student, can help the student. That is the more important thing. Then in terms of the journal quality itself, yes, we agree that we need to, to cite more journal itself. We need to cite more journal. So I mean to say that you have to go for good journal. You have to go for good journal. Good journal itself, as I just say, that you help you achieve to bring out your, recognition, get the people know about you. But sometimes you, as a student itself, you have to exercise your knowledge itself. You enlarge actually your powerful and so on. Just give me a second. Hi, sorry. So just now we continue again. You normally you are don't in a such hurry to publish a good journal paper. You can publish those journal paper that allow you to have motivation. Mean to say that this journal paper to encourage you. Like you might have a motivation. Hey, I publish a paper. I think this paper get accepted. I got so excited, agitated, and so on. So then after that, you discuss with supervisor and go for a good journal. Because in beginning, say you go for a top good journal itself, unless your result is very good. But sometimes when you have a good result itself, sometimes it may not guarantee this paper get accepted easily. Okay, so that's the key point. So you can have it simple. You can choose journal paper like IJORAS. You can submit it. IJORAS actually have good peer review. You publish the paper, and you also can have some more material and can publish actually good journal paper itself. Okay, so this is the way actually the game I guide my student. We publish paper. We do publish paper at different level, Q3, Q4, Q2, Q1 journal paper itself. Because someone you may not have a speed. Later on, with the guide supervisor, they guide you to have a better journal, Q2 and Q1. Okay, am I answer your question?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me show you that some of the journal paper that my student actually do publish. Let me see. Yep. Can you look at my paper? Reasoning. We do actually publish paper with different journal. This is Q1 journal. This proceeding is not bad. And this is Q3 journal paper, and while this Q2 and Q2 itself. And this guy is a Q1. Maybe if you got time, you can read this paper. This paper, it carry more weight because actually he summarize actually the past 20 years, the research work in my area that actually I summarize and with my student, and I publish paper in IJORAS Access. This paper, of course, you need to pay, but it's a good journal. It's a top 10% journal. Just give me a second. I think it's take time actually to to do it. Hopefully actually this should be okay. Yeah. So you can read this journal paper. This is my master student, and this is I myself. You see, student always push my student will be first author. Unless actually the student don't do the work, then I'll do the work. Then actually then actually we take over from there. Then you do the study, research, and write. So you see this paper about 26 pages. So time 2 about 52 pages, which is a lot of mathematical calculations, data derivations. You see, table formulas and pictures, especially all the data we discuss and so on, we publish over here. So again, you need to look for a good supervisor who have a very experienced age, then you benefit from that. So I myself actually quite considered lucky. I complete actually my master PhD student PhD studies very fast, and I get things done. So this is how we're doing. So you have to stress, right? Of course, actually money is important. The supervisor will give you money, but if a supervisor cannot guide you from there, you probably you need some of the co-supervisor can work together to help you and move you further. Is it okay? Am I answer your question?
Yes, sir, it is clear now. Thank you.
Yeah. So you can you can contact me and send some CVs and so on to me. I have some scholarships coming in. We do money-wise, I can't remember how much I paid, but we pay for the scholarship, stipend, school fee, and so on. This and of course, actually, for the place you stay, because actually you are given the money, so you can using the money to rent a house with your friend and stay there. I think should be okay. I think you got sufficient money. Of course, actually, you can further study elsewhere also can. I have some good connection in Hong Kong. You let me know also. Probably I can help you. So that's all about this one. But again, today talk serve actually some purposes. I just want you guys to get to know me. I'm Professor Dr. 𝐂𝐵𝐺𝐻𝐿𝐴. I'm doing a lot of research. I would say I'm doing quite good research, and I'm doing quite good and with my work and so on. I'm quite flexible. So we now ship a lot of things in the deep learning, machine learning, and those AIs and so on. So just let me know what you plan to do. And recently, I'm doing some work in the area of watermarking. Maybe you let me know if you're good in watermarking. You go and study. I probably can help you your study for PhD or master. And probably we have some funding for that one. I do some research work recently doing of the halal logo. You know, when they study about your Muslim people, when they eat, they have a halal logo. So we also study actually what is the identifications and what is the machine learning actually, recognition actually for halal logo and so on. We do something in the area of skin detections about the eczema. No, sorry, it's not eczema. The skin, actually, the disease and so on. So we also do all this area. If you want to get to know me, you can go and search some area that you want to do virtual reality. I do, and you're good in mathematical calculation. I welcome you. You can join my team actually for mathematical calculations. I do tracking motion detection. I probably got some money in this area, tracking motion, in doing a media pi study. This is the main thing that I'm currently doing now. I'm doing it for the malware detection. Not this one. Show you some of the malware detection. This is some of the work, yeah, this area. If you are good in malware detection, you can look for me. Pain detection, yeah, this is my student from Egypt, so he already graduate. He went to Canada. Yeah, the industrial peril detection, force detection. So these are the finding fuzzy 𝗵𝗄𝗏 theories and so on. So you're doing particle sort optimization, you can look for me. I do one thing I like it, color coding. If you're doing color image processing, you can look for me. I try to find some money. Yep. So you know my email address. So sorry. Yeah. So this is my email address. You email to me, or try to email to me. Don't send to my personal Gmail. The email to me, so I will be able to answer you and so on. Should be okay. So you tell me what we can do. Maybe we can Google Meet later on. You tell me what you want. I do have people actually come to see me in my office, talk to me what their interest. Then we sit down, we formalize something. Maybe go together to look for money, the funding actually to support the student. That's how actually we do that one. Just for information, I do a good research, not this one. Yeah. Just now, okay, no. Can you see this one? Yeah, this guy, virtuality. So my student give me some idea, then I go and look for money. Then we can do rehabilitation for biofeedback and so on, which is too good. We get a lot of money from there. I got a huge money. The student must go in chemical process. So we're using lacticular, we do in chemical process to find the protein of the lacticular. Then after that, we do the testing, cutting, software, image processing, and deep learning, machine learning. So this is how actually we do the one. Okay, so don't worry. If you have any question, if you feel shy, don't worry. You can contact Zoobiya. Zoobiya is actually one of my good friend. So she can contact me. So we will help you guys. Don't worry. So okay. So before we go, Chairman, do you think that let me see. Can I do this way? Can we open let's see. I open my camera now. Maybe everyone can we take a camera to get a photo together? Chairman, do you think that it's possible? Can you maybe you can see my face here? I'm here. Maybe you want to take a photo together? I'm not sure how to do it.
Sir, just give us 1 minute.
Yeah. We can snap it, then maybe I'm not sure how to do it. Maybe later Zoobiya can send to me also.
Sure, sir, we can do it later on as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to say that you guys want to open your camera, then you snap a photo together.
Sure, sir.
Okay. At least we get to know you.
Sir, can you please confirm that my screen is visible to you?
Yes. It's just only thing that I most of you guys did not turn on their camera. So you want to take a photo together in this way?
Yeah, sir, we can do one thing. We have actually saved all the details of the participant and we can share it with you as well. And
Sure.
this will be the great.
Can. Thank you. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. And sir, first of all, we are truly thankful to you and we highly appreciate your dedication and your qualitative lecture that we have attended, and all the insight that you have shared about crafting the qualitative research paper is truly meaningful for us. Total 84 students registered for this webinar and more than 42 students joined the live webinar.
I see.
I
see.
Okay.
So are you going to give me the certificate?
Sure, sir. It is our actually tradition. Bazm-e-BME is the Pakistan leading society for the biomedical engineers, and currently we have more than 1250 biomedical engineers from all over the Pakistan. There are 18 biomedical engineering universities that are offering a program in BE or Bachelor in Engineering or Bachelor in Science in Biomedical Engineering program, and we are basically working to uplift BME field. Is no personal benefit, and all those students that have attended this webinar, they all are the students of those universities and they all are the undergraduate students, and most of them are interested to pursue their masters because the main job of a biomedical engineer is to design and develop medical devices. And it was truly honor for us to learn from you, and we assure you that we will surely implement your all these guidance, and we will
Yep.
surely craft a qualitative research paper. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, chairman, and thank you, everyone. I really like to appreciate Zoobiya. She's very helpful. So she helped me actually, to build actually the link, to have a chance actually to talk to everyone. Thank you, everyone. So, by the way, if you think that actually I can do the help to you guys, I probably like to talk something my core research. Maybe in the next round, let me show you what my core research area. Not this one. Yep, my core research area that probably if you can look at the first one and the number 5. Signal to noise ratio estimation. So this is one of my good area research. You can think about it. Maybe I can give talk about in this area and in this area. So this is what my finding. Yep. Okay, I think that's all for today. Oh, by the way, just now actually the certificate, how can you send it to me?
Sure, sir. I will sure send it to you. Am I visible to you? I have turned on my camera.
Yes, you are the handsome guy.
Thank you, sir.
I like it. So maybe you just email to me. Do you know my email address, right?
Yes, sir. Zoobiya has shared all the details about you, and we will share it with all the participants as well.
Sure. You just send me the one that I have, then it's good for everyone. So I would like to share with you more about in the area the reasoning I want to do in the area of deep learning and the machine learning, in the area of the malware detections, in the area of adversary detections, in the area of the watermarking. Of course, I also don't forget my my very beginning of my research in the area of the signal to noise ratio estimation. I have been published more than 100 over paper in this area. So I have a good knowledge in this one. I can share with everyone, and I hopefully I can help everyone. And I also like to have more people to work with me. I like to pass away, my knowledge, my technique can share with you, which is it itself can earn your master PhD if you want to. Okay, I think it's about time that. So if you have any further question, you can send to our chairman or Zoobiya, so they can contact me or just email me. Don't be shy. Just you can call. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful on behalf of all the members of Bazm-e-BME.
Yep.
And I'm very grateful to Mr. Saim and Zoobiya for helping us organize such a great event. Thank you once
Yes.
again, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So I see you next time. So I will contact Zoobiya if anything you think actually I can help you. I will guide you from there how actually to do a piece of good research.
Sure, sir.
Yep. I will contact Zoobiya and Mr. Chairman also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we stop here today. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.